welcome to Harvey P Watches. As always, thank you to those who've liked and subscribed to my videos. I really appreciate it. Please keep liking the videos if you would like some more watches. Today we are looking at the Armitron Griffy watch, reference 408475 BRGP release in 2021. On some website, this watch is also referred to as the Armitron Sport. In episode 40, we looked at the Yima LED watch and at the current trend with some watchmakers releasing LED watches from the 1970s. This is another example of this trend, with this watch coming from Armitron and based on their original 1970s LED watch. The version we have here is the gold Griffy with red LED characters, although the watch actually comes in 7 more colour options with it. Iridescent blue with blue display, black with white display, black with red display, silver with green display, gold with green display, silver with blue display, and silver with red display. Unlike other LED watches that have been released, a number of which we think are overpriced given their specifications, the Griffy actually arrives with a price tag of around £35, which given the quality of the watch is quite amazing. Granted, the display has been updated and is different to the original, although when not illuminated it does indeed look like something straight out of the 1970s. So let's take a closer look at the watch. Measuring 34mm across, 37mm lug to lug, and just 15mm thick. The watch is a nice size without being too large. The watch has a stainless steel case that has a gold coloured coating and 2 buttons positioned on the right hand side, one in the centre and another bottom right. The bracelet is also a gold coloured stainless steel and uses a sliding type clasp that appears pretty much identical to those on the original 1970s watches. At the front of the watch is a large expanse of black acrylic glass surrounded by brushed effect stainless steel. Compared with some watches that have a highly polished finish, this feels more practical and indeed a watch you could wear day to day without too much concern about the scratches it will pick up. On the glass in the bottom right corner are the words Armitron, established 1975, which really seems to both lift the face and give it more of a nostalgic feel. As with all LED watches, the display is pretty basic. Pressing the centre button once brings up the time, showing the hours and minutes. Pressing it twice shows the month and day, whilst pressing it thrice shows the seconds. Like the Yima watch we looked at in episode 40, pressing and holding the button down does not keep the display active and it turns off after around 5 seconds. The display, whilst being totally different to the 1970s version, is actually very readable and more like an illuminated LCD type display. We mentioned that the display on the Yima was pretty hard to read with certain numbers combinations, although the much larger, thicker display on the Armitron Griffy does seem much better. However, if we compare these displays with this 1974 Otron, we think that the old type LED displays are still the best, even if they are a lot smaller. As for setting the watch, this is done by pressing and holding the bottom right button, although this only works if you first turn on the display. Here you can set the display for either 12 or 24 hours and adjust the time and calendar settings. As you would expect, the watch does not need a backlight. When activated at night time, the time readout is pretty much like rolling over in bed during the night and looking at the alarm clock. It is really clear and stands out well. Like the rest of the watch, the back is stainless steel and snaps on. Unfortunately, we can't show you the inside of the watch as we could not get the back off and our attempts to get it off just resulted in a few nasty scratches on the back, so we left it alone. So there you have it. The Armitron Griffy watch reference 40/84/75/BRGP from 2021. Compared with other LED retro watches released in the last couple of years, I think that this one represents the best value for money and indeed makes it a lot more of a day-to-day watch. Indeed, with the price of this watch you can buy several versions in different colours and still have change compared with some of the more expensive LED releases. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy these videos and would like some more watches, please hit the like key and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye!